Hello, my name is Phil Lamb. I'm a director for a company called Greener Deal for You, introducing the new star of the renewable industry, the dynamic energy panel. This process works on a principle that was discovered in about 1840 by a French character called Nicolas Carnot. And thermodynamics is the process where heat is transferred from one source to another source. It doesn't create heat, it just moves heat. And the principle is this: you have a panel, and one panel situated on the roof of your property or on an elevation. It can actually be on a flat elevation, it doesn't have to go on the roof. One panel will actually absorb enough heat through this process, which I'll explain in a minute, to generate enough domestic hot water for a family of 5 or 6, depending on the size of the cylinder we install. And the process works like this. You have a compressor on the cylinder, and the compressor forces a fluid, it's a refrigerant, an ecological inert fluid, through the veins of this panel. And as the fluid enters the panel, it's got a very low boiling point, it starts vaporizing, and as it vaporizes, turning into a gas, the gas then absorbs all the heat around the panel. It will work in sub-zero temperatures, and unlike first and second generation solar, it doesn't require daylight or sunlight to operate. This panel will operate 24 hours a day, 365 days of the year. We actually have a customer who sent us photographs of this panel covered in snow, and it was still generating boiling hot water for a family of 5. So as the fluid runs down through the panel, comes back down in a gas, the gas goes through the pipework, which is obviously hidden in a domestic situation, through the pipework, back into a condenser. Now what that does, that then obviously takes the vapour and condenses it back into a liquid. That process drives heat out of the liquid, and then through the process of a heat exchanger, that heat is transferred into hot water. Now in this situation we have in our trading academy, we have a 250 litre cylinder with 250 litres of 55 degree hot water. So this amazing principle takes sub-zero temperatures here and converts it into plus 55 degrees of hot water. Now in our training room we have this attached to a tap with an infrared on. If I just start running that tap, this is the only form of heating we've got here. We have next to the tap there, we have a thermometer, and already that water is now getting to 30 degrees. It's going up to 35 degrees. And it's now just touching 40 degrees, which is actually too hot to actually hold your hand under. It will take the water to 55 degrees. It can be thermostatically controlled. The beauty of this system, it can be used for domestic hot water, but it can also be used to run a central heating system, ideally for underfloor heating or low temperature aluminium radiators, but it also can be fitted to an existing system to preheat the water before it hits the existing boiler that you have there. So it's very adaptable and an absolutely amazing system. From an efficiency point of view, it can get a coefficient of performance of up to 1 in 7 depending on the application. This basic system you see here, which is just a hot water system, has a coefficient of performance, or a COP, of 1 in 4.3. That means for every 1 kilowatt of energy you put into the system, you're getting 4.3 kilowatts of heat out of the system. Now you compare that to other forms of renewable energy, i.e. ground source heat pumps or air source heat pumps or solar thermal, it leaves those way behind for efficiency. Now if you want further information on this system, now we do obviously retail, we obviously do trade as well, please contact us on this number here, or come to our website and we'll be delighted to send more information to you. Thank you for your time.